Hey guys, and welcome back to Chemical Exchange with Faye Hunter. Today, we are going to push the bounds to a much more expensive level. We are going after gold and diamond. Without further ado, let's just smash right on into it. Right, so we need gold so we can get the gold furnace and the speedy hopper. We need diamond so we can get diamond. And we need ender pearl so we can get the energy condenser. I'm not sure what the energy condenser does just yet, but it's a target. So first up, we'll go with the gold. To get gold, we can use netherrack, but we don't have access to netherrack. We can use sand, but sand sucks. Although that is a 100% conversion rate back into sand. Or we can use cobblestone with a piss poor chance of getting it. Or gold. Gold has more than a 10 times rate higher. Sorry, stone has a more than 10 times the chance of finding gold than cobble does. The problem being that we have a cobblestone generator already. On the plus side, we just found gold. Well, that was considerably easier than I was expecting it to be. And you can't actually draw it back so that it doesn't so that it's preloaded. So I'm gonna go with that being a win. Alright, so we're just going to chuck these down to here. Right. So all of our base elements can get pushed in. We need more gold because the cheapest of these is the speedy hopper, which takes 6. Gold furnace takes 8, so we're going to need 14 all up. And this would be so much easier if I was getting rid of my ender pearls. Right, so that can go in, this can go in, that can go in. We'll also break down the loot crates, see what we got. Get some cash. Cash is nothing to scoff at. Also get some more granite. We'll chuck that into there. Grab another chest and we'll slab it into here. Because we have a second hopping pot. Or hopping bonsai pot. And we can chuck some dirt into it. Right. Now we have 2 of these running. That gives us basically an infinite source of fuel. Just having to remind myself how this crap works. You don't have to worry about creepers, because creepers don't actually damage you with their explosions. And because of how our hoppers are going, we no longer need to worry about breaking down about keeping our rotten flesh to make protein, to make food out of. We can start just breaking it down into protein. We also have the starting of a farm. We just need to start chopping into it. Which, luckily, isn't too hard to do. Unfortunately, we seem to have filled this back up. We'll also just, no, not that one. Chuck any of these other ones into there. Chuck whatever we've got into here. And pull out whatever gold we can. That gives us enough for 2, not quite for 3. We'll just bug this skeleton a little bit. Which gives us more loot. We also only need one more ender pearl now. Alright, so once we can get a golden speedy hopper, we're going to put it here so that this travels through Vossa. And as it stands right now, we're going to grab this out and just chuck it straight in. Because this is ridiculously slow. We also need to, so probably more important than the gold, is to get us a full stack of zinc and nickel and a full stack of gallium. Because that will give us access to our, actually that, we've already got the tier 2. What am I talking about? We need to start trying to get these things. Zirconium, which we can get from cobblestone rarely, or stone considerably more commonly. What I'm starting to see here is that we need to be a little bit more proactive. So we're going to start smelting this down. We're going to need some more iron. That was silly of me. What we can do with said iron is make some more hoppers. Right. So we'll just get one more iron. Gives us enough for a hopper, and what we can do then is get some cobble. We just need to get a whopping 8 of it, so we can make a furnace. I did not get 8. That was unfortunate. I swear I'm getting 8. That'll do. Get the rest of this into granite. Make a furnace. We could use some more iron, but I'm a little doubtful we're going to get that anytime soon. Chuck the granite into here. Aluminium oxide, potassium chloride. Grab the rest of it, because we can transfer all of the extra stuff we got into iron. So we want 8 pieces of iron all up this time. Also going to make more granite with what we got back. Which gets transferred back and then transferred back into iron. Still not quite enough. That was not what I meant to do. So while we wait, we will just grab all of our oak wood that's available. You know what, we'll grab all of our apples as well. Continue smelting down the oak wood. That was not much oak wood. And then we'll start breaking down all of these apples. Do it the quick way. Then we can break down all of the resources we get out of here. And making more iron out of it. Like, we're not going to get much EMP out of this. EMC, sorry. But it's going to be something. And that's better than nothing. Cool. We also finally got that extra ender pearl. And can break down this extra stuff as well. Right. Now, everything can get broken down. We'll put back in. We'll transfer 2 lots of iron out, giving us 8 pieces of iron. We then can make ourselves an iron furnace. And then we're going to smash this out. Put an iron furnace on top of that. Copper on top of that. God damn it. Right, we need some kind of block that we can build with. And there we go. So now, what's going to happen is the cobblestone will flow into here, which we can then knock out. It'll get burnt by whatever fuel I put in here, turn to stone. Stone produces the element a lot more effectively and a lot more frequently. Now the other furnace is going to be burning us some charcoal. We'll split this down the middle, chuck that into there and chuck the rest into here. Which means we'll be getting heavier and more expensive elements a lot more frequently. Speaking of, tungsten. Which is over here. We need to pull out 16 zirconium, which finishes off that quest. And we need to find dysprosium next. But in the meantime, we've now gotten the ender pearls, the obsidian, and I'm pretty sure we have the alchemical chest that we need as well. No, apparently we didn't make the alchemical chest yet. That was silly of me. So we need some low convalence dust, which is cobblestone and a charcoal. 2 stone and a diamond. Alright. In that case, we'll start working on what we need for that. Which means that the first thing we're going to need is a diamond. Which means we need 8 stacks of carbon. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that will give us 1 diamond. Diamond also finishes off the diamond quest, which gives us a diamond sword. Now, we need to continue working for gold. We'll continue pumping through granite whenever we get silicon dioxide, because it gives better results than anything else. At the very least, until I can get a way to pump sand both in and out and up. Right, that diamond is going to be used for what we just made. So all that really is left to do is get 2 iron ingots and some stone. That's enough for 2 iron ingots. Need 2 pieces of stone. So now what we can do is we get our ender pearl back, our obsidian back. We're going to make just find it easier to go through this way apparently. Sorry, we've got to make the low convalence dust. Grab this, also grab out every log we've got lying around. Worst comes to worst, we could always break down apples and then use the cellulose from them to make them. That finishes that one off as well. Now we need 4 pieces of silicon straight in, gives us the 8 cobble. You can then chuck 8 cobble in with 1 charcoal to give us a buttload of low covalence dust, which is enough to make an alchemical chest, which is enough to make our energy condenser, which we get a reward for. We also get the reward for this, and now we can make the cobblestone generator tier 3. The other thing, which is very helpful for us, we have 10,000. We need 2 of these, and that's not enough for 2 of these. We can put an energy. We should be able to put an energy condenser into here, but apparently not. Alright. Been collecting up heavy elements. Bait the skeleton into the trap. Take our loot. And start breaking more stuff down. Right. So next up we can put down an energy condenser. I'm not sure what it does exactly, but and I don't think it actually tells us what it does either. I'm not sure. Doesn't really matter right now. For now, we're going to move over to. Well, for one, we're going to make a screen. Then we're going to see how much gold we got. So a screen is nice and easy. We just chuck a chest in the crafting grid. Done. Free $500. Next, we need to see how much gold we have access to, which is only 57. Still not nearly enough. That was far too close for my liking. I need to stop putting myself in such vulnerable positions. We're also out of fuel in here, so we're going to need to grab more. We're going to grab everything out of these, actually. Our oak wood goes into here. Charcoal can go into there. All this can get pulled out. Then as soon as it's done, we're going to start breaking down these. Right. So we need to put in saplings as well, apples, and that'll do. Actually, no, we'll break down the sucrose as well. Cellulose gets put back into here. And then the logs get put into there. We just need to break down our 6 and we're good to go. Right. That is a bunch of elements that we... Whoops, wrong thing. We'll make more granite. That is a bunch of elements that we do not need anymore. Can't put that in. We can go for more gold. We have over a stack now, so that's actually 6. That's enough for one of the things we needed. But we also don't have the prerequisite just yet. Because we need a hopper. Actually, we need an iron hopper. And that takes a little bit of working to get. More bones, more arrows. Nothing worth grabbing. We also need to upgrade this because we are getting a store on the cobblestone, which we can just run through here while we're waiting. Right, and we are done with this crap. Silicon dioxide in there, grab these, pump them all into here. We still need to find cadmium somewhere. And we still don't have enough iron. So we need 11 pieces of iron. And as this is still giving us little dribbles of resources, it's not quite going fast enough. We can pull the granite at the very least. Alright. Pump the extra gold in, so that we have the gold we need for this. That should take care of that. You're working on more granite. Break down everything. We have enough for the first part of this now. And 2 pieces towards the second. So that's the hopper, that's 1 piece down. I'm a dumbass. We'll also chuck some phosphorus into here to just fill that up. Two more, so that means we're only 2 short now. Now we just have the stuff to get that set up again. And we can break down all of these to get enough resources, hopefully, to smash this out of the way. If I'm not mistaken, that should be enough. In the meantime, push all of this through. Grab another stack of iron, and that is enough to finish this off. So we can also grab the gold out of here. Go hopper, iron on either side gives us a speedy hopper 1, gold on either side gives us a speedy hopper 2, which finishes off the quest speedy hopper 2. Now we need 6 diamonds, which honestly probably won't be much harder to get if it's harder at all. We're going to just grab out some extra stone. Right. Let's get all the way up here. And then, honestly, I probably should have just replaced that as it was like that. Cobble generator 2 goes in here. Speedy hopper pushes it through. That's the wrong way. That's not how this should be. No, that is not how I meant to do this. So we want the speedy hopper here. This one we need to break out. Right, cool. So now if we put cobble into here, it'll trickle down a much faster rate. We're also going to just grab some more cobble from here. Now we just need to get the 8 gold. And we're going to just craft 12 of these. Chuck the rest into here. These are just to make sure we don't accidentally fall off. There we go. Now we just need to set up some stairs, bring that up 1 more, which will be good. In fact, we might do that right now, actually. Porco deal. We don't honestly need this anymore, to be fair. And we do, however, need to set up this corner. There we go. It's nothing fancy, but hey, it'll get the job done. Right. Our next job will be opening these. Brass blocks and some money. Do we have anything in the shop we have not bought yet? No. Unless you're counting these. Or Grains of Infinity, but I don't see the point in getting Grains of Infinity yet. Alright. So we need to get this. We need to get a gold furnace. And an evaporator. An evaporator made with 2 pieces of tungsten ingots. We have enough for 1 currently, not the second though. We're also out of fuel again. Conveniently, we have plenty of lying around. Right, so tungsten. You just need 32 of the stuff. And then we just need to make ourselves... Whoops. Wrong machine again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it's more than that, isn't it? It's like 5 plates. Yep. We need 10 pieces of stone. Done again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gets that done. That's 2 there, 2 there, 1 there. But we need to get the tungsten first. Would have been smart to do before I set this place up. Right, we now have an evaporator, which gives us access to pressurized fluid conduits. Right click with water. Okay, it can hold 10 buckets of water. We have 5 more elements that we can pick up now. Starting with zinc. So this thing holds 10 buckets of water. We'll just fill it up until we can't fill it up anymore. That looks about right. Now it'll slowly generate mineral salt. We get 8 mineral salt per bucket. That's already given us potassium chloride. We'll chuck the silicon into here. I'm starting to think it'd be a good idea to move that crafting table. Don't know why. One of life's little mysteries, I suppose. Alright, grab out all of the cobble that we have just lying around. Brush it straight on through. I'm pretty sure one of those elements we had to get was chlorine. So we can finish that straight away. None of these other ones I think we've got yet. Yet, of course, being the operative term. Sodium chloride, magnesium, potassium chloride. All things we've previously had. Now, what we can do... We did learn something new. Not one of these. What we can also do with these things. I want to get a second one of these just for this purpose. We'll break these down before I explain it. Just so we can get to the 24 required... Sorry, the 32 required tungsten. Hopefully. Yep. So we have enough stuff to make another one of these. Just chuck everything into here. Whatever we don't use, we can always just... I don't know... run back through. Alright. So we can chuck 2 tungsten in. Make plates. Ah, crap, I made plates out of the ones I didn't mean to make plates out of. Oh, I'm sure I'm going to need more plates later. So we can get a second evaporator. Grab out all of the mineral salt. Pop this back up. In 1 more bucket's worth. We can also chuck zinc in now, which we do not currently have enough EMC to do. Right. What we can do with it is we can also chuck lava in. We're going to chuck a bunch of lava in because we have the lava for it, really. No other reason. But we get magma blocks from it, which we can actually use to make pants to give fire, clothes to give fire resistance. Or we can dissolve it and get a bunch of other elements that we haven't gotten access to yet. We're going to take every bit of lava we've got in here out, into here. Right, that's all we got. So we're also going to pull out as much phosphorus as we can, not lead. We'll pull out as much phosphorus as we can and keep filling this back up. Still got plenty of coal going. And with it all, we got magnesium oxide, and fluorine. That's unfortunate. Alright, so we got fluorine, which we don't have enough points to get enough of. Tiny zombie just waiting for me to kill him. That was terrifying. Should not be so concerning dealing with a zombie. But my health is low. And I haven't eaten in a while. So we'll just top up a little bit. There we go. Now we can start breaking down all the other stuff we've just pulled out to also give us some more money. Well, EMC. Let's be real, it's essentially money. It operates as money in this. And that should give us enough to at least pull out, yep, a stack of fluorine and zinc to finish those two off. We've got stacks of cobblestone as well. And a couple of bones. But we're now out of energy. Right. Hopefully we have more phosphorus on its way through. Iron oxide. Now, also as a plus side, we actually need iron oxide for something else. So we'll just get everything else out of my way. We'll break down this magnesium oxide. And we also got some bromine. What we're going to do now is make some redstone. So we need iron oxide, as we just discussed, and we need strontium carbonate, which is easy enough to make. So we're just going to need one strontium, some oxygen, and some carbon. Chuck oxygen with carbon in makes carbonate. We chuck carbonate in with strontium, makes strontium carbonate, and then we put this in with that, and it makes us some redstone. Easily done. So next up we just need to work on the manufactory, but actually that would unlock uranium and neon. But first we're just going to find bromine. The chattest of all elements. And now all we need to do is find lithium, which we need endstone mineral salts, 5% chance. Cool. Right, so we need to get some mineral salts before anything else. We'll leave the redstone in here with all this other crap that I'm not using right now. Going to need at least one bucket. And that'll do it. Keep eating, because I'm tired of constantly having such low health. Fill this back up. Conveniently timed lithium. Chuck the potassium chloride in. Chuck the sodium chloride in. We'll keep the silicon dioxide. Break down all of these and find us some lithium. That wraps up all of these, but we can use lithium to make charged Certus crystals, apparently. And inserting an uncharged Certus crystal into the charger and powering it. So what we need to do is we need to make a charger. It requires 2 lithium units, right? Right, so we're going to need 2 lithium and 5 iron. Lithium and iron. Sure, we're always going to need more iron, so we'll get that. I hate getting rained on. Doesn't matter if it's in game or not, I hate getting rained on. What happened to my lithium? The lithium goes here and here, iron goes around it, making us a magnety shape. And we don't have a way to charge our charger. We'll pick it back up. Alright. So, if we've got applied energetics, that means we need to have a way to charge this, which is done with a vibration chamber, which is unfortunately disabled in this mod pack. Yay. So, the only kind of generator we have is a simple Stirling generator. But Ender IO apparently has some forms of powering as well. So we'll have a look into Ender IO. And it has conduits, gears, infinity dust blocks. But it does not seem to doesn't seem to show a way of powering. Right, maybe don't need a simple powered furnace. Okay. If there's a simple powered furnace, there must be a simple power, which of course is the Stirling generator, which is what we already have here. So maybe it's time to move the transmutation table. Alright, that was far too fucking close for my liking. Or maybe we need a power converter. Nope, that works. Alright, so we have a charger now. Now we need to find a way to make Certus quartz. Alright, so we need a Certus quartz crystal, which we can make by combining chromium, osmium, and some silicon dioxide. So we'll just put that into here. Where did we put our little... Haven't placed it down yet. So this can get chucked over in the corner. So we need osmium and chromium. Osmium chromium gives us a Certus quartz crystal. Put that into there and it should give us a charged Certus quartz crystal. Cool. We need 8. Okay. So we're going to need 16 osmium. And 16 chromium. And that should be enough for all this. Realistically went one further than we needed to, but sure we can find a use for one extra. We're also going to grab out a couple of pieces of this and grab out all of our logs from here, which can start getting burnt for us. I do like that it's actually quieter when you're not actively in the rain. Right. And even if you're facing away from the rain, it gets slightly quieter. So we'll start pumping phosphate through, so we can collect up phosphorus and top up the tanks back here. Over here. Chuck the hydroxide in and get a bunch of oxygen. Last one we need to do. And we chuck the phosphate back in. That was an accident. Alright, cool. We complete this quest, we get 16 more Certus crystals. Alright, so I'm thinking that next up we might go for the gold furnace. Which means we need to start collecting up as much gold as we can possibly get. We don't even have enough for half of it at the moment, which is okay. We're not expecting miracles just yet. Grab out all of this that we can. Coming over here, unlocking this recipe, and we get rid of that. Adding a recipe to this. We're just going to keep on refilling. Unlock the recipe, start making a bunch of wood. That'll give us enough wood to take care of, enough charcoal to take care of all of that, plus enough to top this up, and when it's done we'll have enough to top this up with. Alright, I don't know how the rain isn't popping this back up. It would be very helpful if it would. And we'll do the same thing with the lava in here. Cool. Grab everything. Grab everything again. Chuck all of the wood into here. Grab this out and chuck it into here so that we can top it up. Start breaking this stuff down. And start loading all this extra stuff in here. So, do we have access to copper yet? Because I'm pretty sure to make a manufactory we need copper. No, we do not. How do we get copper? Copper chloride. Get some cyan. which we can't get just yet. Yay. Actually, we can make that. Alright, in that case, our next objective is going to be to make a cactus. Right, don't think there's anything else in here we want to break down. Wait, one more stack of cobble. So we'll load all of this in here, and unless we got past the halfway mark at least. But we're going to start breaking down all of these, which is very helpful because this is almost everything we actually need for this to work. We'll actually break down the sucrose instead of the cellulose. Right. Now all we need to finish this off is a little bit of nitrogen. Not as much as we just grabbed out, mind you. So to make a cactus, we need some cellulose and some mescaline. And we should be able to make that with what we have on us. 2 pieces of mescaline. We now make 2 pieces of cactus. And unlock the recipe 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we also need sand to get this to work properly. We'll chuck some sand here and here. Chuck a piece. No, that would make the bonsai pots right next to them. Alright. Just so that I can get up, we're gonna have to place a chest here. Sorry, so I can get up without falling. Instead, we'll chuck some sand to here. Put some cactus on top of it. That's still not gonna work. Actually, we'll put it up on the roof. And again, we just break down everything we come across. Take that out, put the gunpowder in. All our elements into here. So cactus is done. We might make one more piece just to make some green dye. Actually 2 more pieces. So we can make green dye and cyan dye. So to do that, easily enough, break down this, break down. Don't know where my sucrose just went, but it has often disappeared. Odd. Grab out more wood. Break down 2 pieces of wood. We'll burn the rest of it. Right, that'll do. And then we make this, with that and that. And we'll just say fuck it and make one more. Because we've already got the things ready for it. Take this out, unlock the recipe. Chuck this in here real quick. Also chuck this into here. So we can then, if we look at cactus green, when we put it in, it will make nickel chloride, which I'm pretty sure we've already got both of those things, so I'm not too keen. But if we use it, we can make lime green dye, which can make it some chromium oxide or cadmium sulfide, which we don't have cadmium yet. We can also combine it and make cyan dye, which can get us copper chloride. Which means that with 2 of these, we now have enough stuff to start. That's what we need. Next up is lapis, which we're going to add to this. The recipe for it requires aluminium, calcium, sodium, silicon, oxygen, and sulfur, which means it's going to be a little bit of a bitch to make. So we need aluminium. Right, start with a fresh start area. It's an open space for us to work with. So we need some aluminium. I think it was just 1 piece of, no, 6 pieces of aluminium. 6 pieces of aluminium. 2 pieces of calcium. We only want to do this once. We want 4 pieces of sodium and 6 pieces of silicon. Six pieces of silicon. $24 oxygen and 2 sulfur. You know what? To get that last bit, we're just going to chuck this sucrose, which magically reappeared, into here. Grab everything else. Then we'll just smack everything into here. Is that not accurate? What are we missing? 626624.2. Oh, we didn't get enough sodium. We should totally make it show up. Right, cool. I didn't even realize there was a quest for lapis. But sure, I won't complain. Right, so we need a simulation chamber and some antimony. Don't even know how to make antimony. Light blue dye, okay. Well, that's easy done then. So all we need now is a bone. Give us some bone meal, which we then combine with a cactus dye. Combine a cactus with a lapis to make a cyan dye. And the last cactus with... There's something else I need to combine with. No, the last one isn't a cactus with. So that we can just keep on doing this, we'll just empty out our inventory. We'll combine a lapis with a bone meal to make some light blue dye. Empty out this crap. Empty out this crap some more. Then we'll start with the lime dye. Put the cadmium through. Run the bone meal and the bones. We'll run the cyan dye. That can go in, that can go in. And I already ran the lime dye, so we're good. We've got copper. We've got cadmium. I think we're good with everything now. Ah, light blue dye is what we forgot. Can't forget that. We need the antimony. And cobalt. 2 more new elements. Right, we're also going to run through this, which will give us some more phosphorus. And we'll also run through the hydroxide. So back here we'll chuck more phosphorus in so that we can continue making more lava. Back here we'll just grab out all of the extra loot. If we run lapis through, it's just going to give us the same crap that we had before. So we're not going to do that, because we can make purple dyes and magenta dyes. Yeah, I'm just checking to see what other colors we can make with lapis. So we can make purple and magenta with it. We've made cyan. Alright, so it's just purple and magenta we need now. Oh, this one. That was very close. Hopefully nothing will spawn in while we're doing this. There we go. Right, we can now run through some ender pearls. Potassium nitrate from the explosives, on the oak leaves, and some sticks, just so we can get them the fuck out of my inventory. Alright. So all of this crap can just get put through. We need to make a full batch of antimony. Shouldn't be too hard, considering I can't see it on this screen. Cool. We also need to make 8 gold. Unlock. Make gold. Make gold. We're going to just quickly make this. Which I don't know where that went, but I'm not okay with not knowing where it went. There we go. Right. So this goes in the middle. We get a gold furnace, which is a straight upgrade of what we already had. I think we broke down our coal into carbon. So we'll take out... Use the chemical combiner to make it some more charcoal, which can start smelting here. And it's smelting at a considerably increased rate. We'll use the silicon dioxide to start making more granite, which in turn is just going to get pumped straight through. Soaking the cobblestone. Right. That'll do. Everything gets kicked out. And we're going to just start stowing some more shit in here, like the Certus crystals. We're also going to have to look at building some more storage, because we are completely out right now. Extra charcoal. Extra logs. Completely fill that up. And then chuck everything that's left into here. It's not fast enough to keep up, but it is considerably faster. Right, so we have chests in here. We'll also grab a couple more stone just so that we can bump this up and put a double chest in here. These can go into here, so can that. Bone meal. We just need that. Actually, we're going to need a couple of poppies. Or some beetroot seeds or something like that. That'll do. Right. So we can break down this into here. We can combine this to make magenta. Alright. That's acceptable. So what we're going to need to do is break down the poppies and the red tulip. Grab the lapis. Then we'll combine this with one of these. No, doesn't do anything for that. Do it twice actually. And one of these gives us magenta. Magenta dye gives us Han purple, which is a weird thing that I've never heard of before. And the purple dye gives us potassium permanganate, which is just potassium and manganese, which is a complete waste of time because we've already got both of those things. Right. We can break down this for the protein, break down the protein for the bases, break down the arrow after this. Probably going to have to feed more protein through. So run rose red. And that takes care of all these. Almost. So, antimony completed. Need to get a bunch of cadmium. We got some gold. We are going to just empty out our entire inventory now. Completely. We have one diamond. No, we used the one diamond we got. So what we're going to do, we're going to just get every bit of carbon we get our hands on. Which is a full inventory and then some. Take one carbon out. So, we need 14 diamonds. We have 4. We can get one thing done with 6. We can get one thing done with 8. There's a full batch done. So we'll just break down all of this other stuff and hopefully manage to get some more carbon out of it. Well, definitely get some more carbon out of it, but still. Send the granite through. Right. So we can grab an extra 5 grand worth of carbon. We can then start running these through. No. Damn it. Right. Block of coal can come back. That's one objective completed. Is the other objective completed instead? Aluminium can get run through. We'll take all of that cobble out. And start running the cobble through automatically. Granite gets run through. Alright, so now that's slowed down. Right, we need food, and now. If not sooner, actually. So, eat jerky. We're going to need to keep on eating jerky until we are at full health. Run protein. Run cobble. Also grab our flowers so we can run those through as well. Sulfur, orange, red. Run that through, run this through. Right, grab everything we got back. Chuck everything apart from carbon back in. Grab apples. Actually, we'll grab all the stuff from this crate. logs get chucked into here, everything else gets chucked into the breaker. The chemical dissolver, sorry. And then we can start breaking down sucrose. Cellulose gets made back into oak wood, which can then get burnt to make more fuel. Alright, we'll put all of our carbons in, which should make us a diamond. Oh wait, that's one. That's only a half stack. Everything else can just get chucked back into here. Except for the wood, which goes back into here, and the silicon dioxide, which is a pain in my ass right now because I really want to keep it, but it's being less and less useful. Chuck that bit of a sack back. Right. One out. That's 3. And 4. We only need 2 more. In the meantime, we will grab our pick back, which is down here. The furnace is all that matters. Making it a diamond furnace, which means that all that's left is the obsidian one, which is just obsidian around an iron furnace for some reason. Grab that, chuck it into here, and that's just going to cook real fast. I don't know if the diamond or the obsidian is faster though, but hell, we'll find out soon. Because soon we'll have both. Alright, gunpowder gets run. Potassium nitrate goes through, the arrow goes through, these get pulled out. We make some more granite. Also gets run through. More granite. Every time we make a little bit more points. And a little bit less granite. So we only need 2 more rows, just shy of rows actually. I think that might actually do it. 1. That is exactly what we needed. Now we can just hack out this hopper. Put diamonds on either side in rows to make us a H and make us a speedy hopper 3. Which gives us diamond plating up and down. And only 1 tier 3 to go. Which is the cobblestone generator tier 3. Which is what we will be going after next time. Thank you all for being here with me today. We need to get some more iron because currently we look like we're wearing suspenders. I'm glad that we've managed to survive a whole 2 episodes with this, which is a lot better than we were doing. We might even go for some diamond armor soon actually. If only I could find a way to automate it. We'll get there. But if you guys like what we're doing here, hit that like button, smash subscribe even, and let us know if you dye your armor or your equipment, what color do you go with? But we'll be back next Sunday, same Fae time, same Fae place. See you then.